So, civil disobedience, above all, is not just some random act of law breaking. Civil disobedience is undertaken conscientiously, is undertaken in the public eye, is undertaken always non-violently, must always be peaceful, and is undertaken with a specific purpose in mind, which is to expose where there is a wrong that is not currently being addressed by our systems of law and governance. And crucially, because civil disobedience is undertaken conscientiously, it means that those who have undertaken the civilly disobedient acts do so in full awareness of the legal consequences and are prepared to face the legal consequences. And in that sense, they demonstrate real fidelity to the rule of law and honour the rule of law. Well, there is an enormous role for lawyers, law students, law academics in doing what as a community and a country we need to do to save the Great Barrier Reef and to keep climate change under 2 degrees. You can do the legal research, you can bring the cases, you can work for activists, you can make it clear that there is a problem when our system, our legal system, is not guaranteeing the ongoing safety and viability of our communities and our country, which it is not doing if the legal system is not helping act as a brake on dangerous climate change, as a brake on the destruction of the Great Barrier Reef. So really, there is an enormous role for lawyers, law students, law academics. Your country needs your help. Well, Australia can make an enormous difference, and I think it's part of our national psyche actually saying that we can make an enormous difference to big global issues. You know, if you think historically, take for example the establishment of the United Nations, where Australia played such a lead role, led in fact by decorated lawyer Doc Everett. We, as a country, as a community, we historically have been able to take a leading role. Now, on climate change, the answer is obvious. Our coal exports are one of the key threats to the global climate. The coal that we are proposing to dig out, in addition to what we already dig out, is one of the great carbon bombs that can go off. We can make an enormous difference as a country if we say enough is enough, that we are not going to continue to expand coal exports, and forget the idea that we're just a small country that wouldn't make a difference. That makes an enormous difference. I am optimistic. We will succeed in this. And we will succeed because the alternative is unthinkable. We will succeed because we must succeed. Because when I look in the eyes of my daughters, I look into eyes that I want to be able to look out on a world where there is still Arctic ice, to look out on a world where there are still rainforests. And if I look into the eyes of my daughters and feel that, I'm confident that other people look into the eyes of their daughters around the world, their sons around the world, and they feel that. And I am certain that we will succeed in this because the alternative is not conscionable.